Welcome back, 2022 NXL Windy City Major, presented by Bunker Kings. Matty Marshall alongside Rich Telford. And we're here a little outside of Chicago, Illinois. It's going to be Damage taking on Level and Infamous taking on the Latin Saints in this next set. So we're going to see Damage for the first time, but man, they have their hands full here, Rich, against Columbus Level, as Columbus Level just completely smashed Infamous.
Yeah,
I mean,
and honestly, it's rude for Level. Like, when you're a bottom-ranked team and you play that good, like, you screwed up for everybody because now everybody's like, dude, did you see Level? Like, no, we've got to go back and watch their film and take them seriously.
Yeah, and we were asking, is Level just playing that good or is Infamous playing bad? And it was, Level was just playing that
Seemed
good.
like that was the answer, yeah.
So they warmed up about as nicely as you can here, and we'll see if they can defeat Damage. Now, Damage with a win on the board this year.
Keith Brown,
Best they've looked. Yeah, the best the team's looked in 10 years, and at one time the best team in the world. So we're trying to re-earn that moniker.
Damage did lose one on the break, attacking the Drio side, Matt.
Yeah, very quickly here as Columbus Levels got all the way into D5 and the wedge as well too, but they've let Keith Brown get into the snake. I'm also wondering if Joey Blute's going to be running two complete lines like he did in Texas again, remember?
I think he is. I mean, I think that's the best thing for the development of that team going forward. You have to bring those young guys up, and they can't just learn what they want to learn from the pit, right? You got to give them spins.
Looks like Chad Bougier. I also like these new jerseys with the camo arms.
Yeah, they're cool.
Different look here for Tampa Bay. I'm sure you guys can purchase these jerseys after the event.
Yeah, Tampa's another one of those teams that's kind of tapped into that, selling their gear and coming out with some cool stuff. Level dropping another player from the center.
Yeah, so Level uncharacteristically losing a body early. Their survivability had been off the charts, and for the most part, in their first game against Infamous, but the thing that they really excelled at, Rich, was the scramble.
Yeah.
When the game plans get tossed out and you just have to have read and react moves to determine the outcome of a point, that's when they were thriving.
Yeah, they read and react really, really well, and they seem to fall, like if they have to go one way or the other, they go offensively, and that seems to work out for them. The communication, though, right now coming from the Tampa Bay Damage side, I feel is amazing. Non-stop communicating, shooting their guns, applying pressure. Two players now in the snake are down for Damage. Keith Brown in the front.
Well, Keith's getting a little bit of help. Got a body right behind him.
Level with two in the back cans, one in the Drio 4 over there.
Level filters the body out wide. Mr. Consistent on Columbus Level. Weber always seems to be in the right position at the right time.
It's out to that key corner there. That guy keeps the guy from wrapping on your side of the snake.
Oh, did he get the kill?
Yeah.
He got,
like
we got a kill on Keith. But
he just misses Jason Edwards, too, as Jason transfers.
But does he know if there's two in the snake, though?
Probably not, right?
Yeah, because so Weber also took a little bit of core sample here. And I think they just lost another body. Oh, Weber's going to catch Smith sleeping. They actually end up trading out. Got to be careful not to get a penalty there.
Yeah, Smith's got the penalty.
Just another well-timed play by Weber.
I believe, Matt. One-on-one, I believe.
Yeah, it looks, is it Jacob? Because I didn't see Jacob come off.
Or maybe not, because they're someone's talk. Oh.
Well, Jacob was, so it was Jacob Edwards. So the hero in a one-on-one in triple overtime in Texas to put the win on the board for Tampa Bay Damage, but he gets eaten up here in this one-on-one.
I mean, he used to be good at one-on-ones, but have you seen him play one-on-ones lately?
Yeah, so
Level to winning this first point here.
I think that was Silberg.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Sam has just been
holding it down
so
over there
good for them the past two events. He was really good for him in Sacramento, very consistent on the attack, and had some really solid points for him in this first one as well too, and now he's going to win a one-on-one against the legend Jacob Edwards. So yeah, Level just continuing to look outstanding out here.
What are we going to see differently from Infamous, Matt? That's the big question on everybody's mind. Literally everybody's messaged me and said, ask Matt what he thinks Infamous is going to go different.
Well, we didn't really see, we saw uncharacteristic early deaths from some of those guys. They also didn't seem to be putting the aggression together at the same time on both sides of the field. And then they were just losing too many gunfights. So
it almost seemed like they had the beginning of the game plan and they hadn't figured out the second and third steps of the game plan. They kind of figured out, hey, these are the 5 spots we want to be in, but what should we do to get past these spots, and then how do we close?
See if they can change it up. Again, Infamous not able to put 1 point on the board in their first match.
Oh,
they're going to get a kill.
Losing play on Snake.
Yeah, so go heavy guns. Not taking much ground here to start things out, but going to be producing 2 quick kills. Going to be 5 on 3 in favor of Infamous to start out point number 1.
Yeah. This is going to give Infamous a little bit of gas in their tank, right? If they can go up a couple points here early, should give them some confidence. Get them on the attack. Oh, can't see that. Thomas.
Thomas taking the walk from the center.
Early walk.
Yeah, Thomas, even though in the high body situation, trying to take a lot of ground in the center, just a little bit too much too early.
And that's the way
end up getting clipped.
That's the way this field plays, Matt. You can kind of play safely up to the 50s, but really the wings are the safest spot. If you go forward to the 50 or into the other wings, you get real vulnerable. Can't see very much, and the other team comes and gets you pretty often. I think Infamous maybe dropping their communication out here a little bit. Don't know that they're up as many bodies as they are. Trying to figure out where the bodies are and how to close this out with Cody Mikowski and Callie Rudolph. Saints have 1 player left alive in the Dorito 3 over there. I believe he's the only player left alive. He's now been eliminated. Infamous with 4 bodies left alive.
Yeah, Ryan Hall pushing up on that D side.
He had had enough.
And then looks like got the spin over here. Zach Patient again in the snake. Patient's been a little back and forth. I like that. Kelly Rudolph and Cody Mikowski alive in there with Hall as well too. Yeah, solid point. It really came down to the damage that they did in the very beginning of that point, getting those early 2 quick kills. The first one on the snake, and then a quick gunfight win. One of the players from the Saints was trying to transition up. So Level taking the field here with, looks like Lemon, number 21. Weber getting back out there. Kramer's getting a spin. Danny Schonauer.
Danny snaking the break, inside run. Looks like he got shot. Weber follows up. Looks like Weber might have got shot as well.
Wow, this is a great break here for damage, man. Just obliterating the entire snake and the middle. 3 early kills for Tampa Bay, and I don't see any bodies walking off. First body actually just walked off, Chad Bougier from that D side, but it is 4 on 2.
4 on 2 quick.
And he's at the 50, so this one should be easy work for Tampa Bay to tie it up.
Yeah, Tampa just got to find the last couple bodies.
When you get that many kills that quick, it does take a little bit of time to try to figure out if what you think happened actually happened.
Yeah, and Level's only up by 1 point here, so honestly, in a 4 on 2, I'd probably just go and concede this point. Start with 5 fresh again. Now it's 4 on 1, and now 4 on 0.
Yeah, maybe they just want a little bit more time to talk about what just happened, because that was a complete bloodbath off the break in favor of Tampa Bay. Well, they shot Danny diving in, right? But then Weber...
They shot him in the gap between the cannon and the insert.
Yep.
Yeah. He did continue to dive in, but then Weber got caught going that same gap between the cannon and the insert.
But that's that big gap you have to get
For sure.
through.
And they did not. They did not get through it.
Yeah, and then got another quick kill in the center right after that, too. So.
And those towers, man, getting up there as early is super important, but they know you're going, so they set it for that cross shot and try to catch you on that transition.
Yeah, well, the thing with those towers, we kind of talked about this, if you guys are just joining us, that there is a stock game plan that does have those 2 towers in it, because they're just fortresses, and you do have, so it's a turret.
All day, every day.
In the pits right now with, I like those new jerseys, Tampa Bay Damage. Got Horn and Lackey, 2 of the new pickups. You had Waring come back into the fold after being on the team for back in the day. And then Los Angeles Infamous.
Up by 1.
Looks like Rudolph and Patient again. So Travis has been announced a couple points in a row. He's going with Patient. Going to use Patient's wheels to try to get out wide. Callie begging that he shot a body on the break, and there is a body coming off from the snake side here. The Latin Saints and 5 bodies still alive for Infamous. Callie then secondaries up to try to shut down that D side.
Patient all the way to the snake 50 on the break.
And there goes Thomas Taylor as he moves up into the wedge. 4 on 5 in favor of Infamous.
Kerrigan gets shot. Did not know the snake was hot.
Patient's had some good looks over here. I mean, remember that one point where it was down to a 1 on 4?
Yeah,
and he brought it down to a 1 on 2. So even though Infamous didn't put any points on the board on that first game, Zach Patient had some really bright shining moments out for him. Looking pretty good in this point. He's at the 50-yard line.
Thomas Taylor moving through the center of the field. So maybe a can't see, is that Ryan Hall behind him in the Dorito?
Yeah,
Yep.
Ryan Hall's at D5. Zach's at the 50 here. Thomas Taylor in the center, good communication from everyone on Infamous. Nice move out for
Ryan
Kylie
gets
Rudolph,
shot.
too.
Ryan gets shot his hopper.
Tony Mikowski's still alive. Yeah, Ryan Hall taking the walk. But they eat up another body for the Latin Saints as Zach Patient is away on the Saints side of the field here in the Snake. Got to worry about that can. Almost got caught. And he's going to get that kill, too. So Zach Patient's having a tournament so far.
Yeah, catches Greg there out of the can. Greg's taking the walk.
It is interesting, though, is if you guys are just joining us and didn't watch any games this morning, talking to everyone walking the field and about how practices went, how the field's going to play, not a lot of people were telling me, oh, man, Snake's going to be dominant. Oh, the Snake's going to be eating people up. It was, I mean, obviously, you could do things from the Snake, but the Snake has been very important this morning.
Crucial. Definitely the most important part of the field. Followed by the center, probably, and then the Dorito. Kind of thought it was going to be the opposite, where the center Dorito would be playing hard and fast, and the Snake would be the sleeper.
But maybe things will switch, right?
Could, 100%, yeah. It's going to get harder and harder to take that Snake on the break. People are going to dial that shot in better and better, figure out where they have to go.
Well, we just saw Level get completely destroyed from damage in this last point off the break on the Snake side.
Yeah.
We'll see if they do. It was Coach Robbie Goldsmith. They go back. No, they hold up short this time. Tampa Bay goes heavy guns again, and they lose a body.
First attacker on the D side taking the walk for Tampa Bay damage as Level releases all the way to Dorito 5, the Dorito wing, the Snake wing now.
I don't know how
Keith Brown comes from the Snake corner into the Snake for damage. Giving Damage a chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, it was Horn with the early walk, dying early from that D side. Now Keith Brown crawls up and get to the 50. Does he know that this body's at the brick is the question.
Yeah, I think he's gonna, the guy at the brick's gonna find out.
Doesn't matter if he knew he was there or not because he checked off on it, got that free kill.
He got 2. Keith Brown got both. I don't think they know Keith felled the Snake from the corner there. So he got 2 free kills before they even knew Keith Brown was in the Snake.
Nope, Silberg's still at the 50-yard line on the opposite side of the field on that D side.
Yep.
Top of your screen. Oh, Keith, after getting that 2-pack, pops the top. A little bit too much there, gets scalped.
Yeah, down to a 3-on-3. It was a 5-on-4 advantage Level. Now it's a 3-on-3 tie game as Level goes forward into Damage's side of the field on the Dorito side. Gets shot and draws the penalty for Damage. Only 1 player left alive for Damage. That's the Snake player against 2 Level players.
Yeah, Edwards brothers coming off on that penalty. Just Agent Smith in the Snake for Damage. It's been a chaotic one here. 9:09 left to go, tied at 1. See if Smith can pull off this low body situation.
Yeah, and they know right where he is. 50 Snake, they're calling across the field.
They have the field spread too.
Yeah, they're trying to coordinate their communication and teamwork to both put pressure on him at the same time so the angles get as small as they can. Level should end up winning this point. Gonna give him a 1-point advantage with 7 or 8 minutes left. Agent Smith backing up, trying to look for a different angle. Level really pressing down that Dorito side of the field to put pressure on Agent Smith. Level player in the corner. Got to watch the move down the tape.
Oh, look at this. Smith
He
comes
gets
through.
caught.
He almost had the heroic move. He still might be able to pull it off. He runs through. Did he get shot, though? It looks like he might have caught one. Well, as that was Askren, tried to steal it and get through for Level as Smith in the 1-on-2. He's getting checked out.
Great move by Smith.
The referee coming over, asking for another opinion here on Smith. And yeah, Smith just balled out right there, regardless of the outcome. Left it all on the field. Well, I see a thumbs up. I couldn't see it. Do you see who got it first?
No, I think Jason will have to go back and look at the cameras.
Yeah, so point. We do hear point approved. Don't see it go up yet. Not sure if it's on Damage or Level. Man, Smith. Whew. That's what we're talking about, Agent
Clutch.
Smith. Ryan Smith, legend in this game. Proving it yet again. So crafty. He was in a really bad spot. If Smith did steal that one, that's one that Level's going to want back.
20 seconds.
So we'll let them sort it out. There's Jacob Edwards. Yeah, his boys fired up.
10 seconds.
Infamous up by 2 here against the Saints. About to jump into point number 3.
Saints got to mount some offense. They got to mount it early. The longer these points go against Infamous, the more challenging it's going to be for a win. Infamous around the corner into the snake again. That seems to be the preferred method of taking the snake. Infamous 3 bodies on the 40/50 early. First player for Latin Saints, Kerrigan taking the walk. Got shot in the middle there. Saints with 3 across the back, 1 in the Dorito. Dorito player now taking the retreat to the baby. Jaden going forward into Latin Saints side of the field here in the snake. Infamous dropping their first body, Zach Patient off the Dorito side. Looks like this point is over. And Infamous is gonna win. It'll be 3-0 with a little bit more than 11 minutes left in this match.
Yeah, Infamous. Must-win situation for them, and they need to win by ideally a mercy rule, which would send them 1-1 with a negative, or sorry, with an even point spread, because they didn't score a point against level.
Well, you know they don't like to do it the easy way. You know that, okay? This is the way Infamous likes it.
Does love to
Like,
get off to
they
some
want
slow
to
starts.
squeak in with 2 and 2. They want to be the dark horse kind of going in and then just claw their way to the top. That's just the way they prefer it.
30 seconds.
Level
Also,
coming back
our
out.
presenting sponsor, BunkerKings.com, put up some money for the MVP of the tournament.
20
You
seconds.
get the free Supreme gloves or the free Fly gloves with a $30 purchase. Head to BunkerKings.com. Tampa Bay coming out here.
Tampa Bay looking
Play
really
another
good on the
one.
breakouts.
Yeah, they are looking. They're looking a little bit better in the breakouts. Level's doing a pretty good job of not controlling, but doing a decent job in the middle of the points.
They're definitely beating them to the primary spots.
Wow. Well, the point is on the board for damage, but I'm getting some information in my headset that our commissioner is giving it another look here to make sure that Brian Smith did pull off an insane 1-on-2 to steal the point. And, you know, we do have a move of the tournament at the prelims and on Sunday, courtesy of one of our new sponsors, McKinley, Mosley and Associates, represent individuals and businesses in property claims against insurance companies. So if you want to hit them up if you need their services, but they're putting up cash prizes. And as it stands right now, that 1-on-2 that Brian Smith just pulled off, if it does go his way, that was probably the nastiest move we've seen out here so far this morning. Still a lot of paintball to play, though, in the prelims.
What do you think about McKinley Mosley Associates changing their logo to MMA? Just think about it. Just think about it.
Okay, I mean, it kind of looks like that a little on their logo, but
Here we go. Level with the 2-1-2. Pretty standard breakout on this field is 2 Dorito side, 1 back center, 2 snake side.
well, that's how it stands. So it's going into this one 2-1 here as Level gets eaten up again on the break.
Yeah, again, Level kills 2 players on the break. I mean, sorry, Damage shoots 2 players on the Level players on the break. Level is able to get into the snake, but they lose another player. 2-on-5 here. Big advantage for Tampa Bay Damage. Up by 1 point. Probably going to easily win this next point. Although they do lose 2 players. This game has devolved pretty quickly here for Damage, going from a 5-on-2 to a 3-on-2.
Here comes Chad Bougier. No one has touched Chad Bougier. He's gone all the way on the Level side of the field. He's going to get that free crossfield kill, but Karl Markowski is still alive. So new player, new pickup here. Not a new player, old school player. As Karl Markowski living through the chaos of those off the break deaths or kills for Damage, but it doesn't really matter that Karl is still alive because Chad Bougier blew open that D side, got the crossfield kill on Danny Schonauer. And that's going to put another point up here for Tampa Bay.
I feel like if Danny's getting shot as the last guy and he's in the back line, there was some kind of...
Well, he wasn't, so Karl was still alive. So it was
that's-
Danny and Karl.
that's true,
Problem was that they had lost those bodies.
Old
Their
Dorito
bodies
side.
really couldn't adjust. Chad blows open the D side. Danny and Karl had no idea that that happened. So he didn't even need to shoot anybody. Just like the veteran he is, ran through and hit the buzzer to tie the game.
Saints coming out for their 4th point against Los Angeles Infamous, down by 3.
There's Joey Blue, coach of boys from Tampa Bay Damage. The lead over Columbus Level. Also, Latin Saints need to make something happen here. 11:41 to go. Got to get beat up by Infamous a little bit in this one.
Saints dropping one and getting the penalty.
That's going to help things out. Nate Schrader getting a spin. He's going to go and get into D2 pretty quick.
Saints down to just 2 players left alive, Matt. I'm sorry, just 1 player left alive.
Jonah Jamrose.
The old 5-on-1, 5-on-0 now. Infamous going to win this and be up 4-0 with a little bit more than 11 minutes to go in this match. Excuse me.
They're trying to keep us on schedule.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Try to help out with that lunch order. Yeah, we were going to do Chipotle, but now I think we're doing Taco Bell.
Just love how we're saying on the Mexican tip, man. Just pick
Hey,
Mexican food. Everyone knows me, knows I love Mexican food.
California strong.
I mean, if I had to choose Taco Bell, I'd probably choose Chipotle, but beggars can't be choosers.
That's right. That's right.
Good shooting off the break.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can hear Thomas Taylor, good shooting off the break. They have been shooting laser beams off the break here in this game.
Yeah, when you're playing 5-on-2, it's pretty easy. I'm not getting any pressure out there.
Are you feeling any pressure? No, I'm not feeling any pressure either.
Are their guns working? Are you sure their guns are working?
Shooting 2 buddies on the break every single point. Different situation in the Damage and Columbus Level match. Level, though, starting to let Damage pull away with this one.
Yeah.
You need to keep those heads on a swivel a little bit more.
This is a crucial point for Level.
That split screen breakout here on your screen is Level starting from the blue side. Damage losing a body early.
The thing that I think is going to hurt Level right now, Matty, is that point where they lost the 2 guys going through the snake gap. After that, they've kind of gone soft snake side. And if Damage takes the snake away from Level, it's going to hurt their offense significantly.
Damage not able to shoot a body on the break and lose one themselves, but they do get player here in the 50-yard line in the snake looking cross field. So it's 5-on-4 in favor of Level, but Damage does have the best field position.
And a 2-point lead. Well, they lost their snake in. Their snake player got shot out of there again. Looks like it was Lackey. Lackey got shot out of that 50. He's been shot out of there now. Keith is shot out of there. I think they're getting caught on the bounce shot, Matt. Not sure because I can't see the bunker itself, but I can see that they're a little bit confused or a little bit disappointed when they're walking out. Like, I don't know exactly where I got shot from. Good fill from the snake there, from Level.
Yeah, so Level into snake 1.
Great fill.
Great communication from both squads.
Yeah, both playing good team ball.
Yeah, I was thinking slightly better communication for Level as Weber crawls in. And Weber's getting really good. He really was a standout at the last event.
100%. And I just like that out of the 2 teams, you know, Level is going forward and attacking. Similar numbers, and then obviously they're down points, but this field rewards people for going forward. I like also Weber repositioning there in Snake when he misses cross shot.
Yeah, so Danny Schonauer is their all-star, which we will see for Level on Sunday afternoon. But the way that Silberg and Weber have played in the past couple events, and then you have Askren, who's also had some huge moves out here. I mean, they're just, Level is getting pretty deep. Obviously, they're losing by 2 right now to a very deep Tampa Bay Damage. But the future is very bright for Columbus Level.
For sure.
Tampa Bay is dug in right now. Really good spots. Shooting lanes with a 2-point lead, trying to burn clock. Comes past the 50-yard line. Move from Level. It's Sam Silberg, number 18. Weber did a little tactical retreat. Back into Snake 2.
Yeah, Weber needs to shoot down the line and put pressure on the Snake corner and then communicate for his Dorito player to also put pressure on the Snake corner. And the 2 of those guys could easily pinch out that guy in the back corner there, but they're just not working together.
Weber getting back up into this 50. Silberg has been past the 50 now in that center for a while. Good 45 seconds.
Kind of surprised that the Tampa Bay Damage player is still in the back center. It's not a great bunker.
Now Tampa Bay looks like down to 3. 3 left alive out here for Tampa Bay. They could have have a good crossfield spread, but man, those are some small spots out there that they're in right now.
Less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, down by 2 points. Columbus Level needs to mount some offense here. Can't just sit in these spots. They're gonna have to cross and go forward past these spots so they can put more pressure on the cross. Again, Damage with 1 in the Snake corner, 1 in Dorito 1, 1 in back center. Oh, here goes the move finally.
Silberg drops the hammer on Edwards in the center. It cost him his body to do it. We'll see how they're going to major penalty going to be assessed. It's going to be on Sam Silberg. Major penalty assessed on that move that pulls out Weber. They're looking for another body to pull. It's Askren. Now it's a 1-on-1.
Level still gets the point.
Yeah, I was going to say that still puts Smith in a terrible spot back there. He's in the tiniest bunker on the field. as I think that was Lemon.
Level finds a way to win, man.
Yeah, Lemon had that whole side of the field, so even with the major, that it's tough to get major penalties, but it still works out for Level. So that was a fun point to watch, though. Man.
Yeah.
It was kind of back and forth when Level down a couple. No, they needed to, and tactical move, major assessed. Thought for a second that would have cost Level, but it didn't cost them. Finding a way to still put that point on the board.
30 seconds.
It's when the red bird of death goes up and you're just hoping, please don't pull me out. Please not me.
Rufus in there, fixing a hopper.
20 seconds.
Helping Infamous out or Level out there.
Well,
10
big lead here for Infamous. 10 seconds to go before the start of the next point. Saints need to get something working.
Yeah, they're just struggling.
Well, brand new squad, though, man. Just
Yep.
a noble attempt from anyone that's willing to roster up on that team because it's really difficult. This is the hardest pro paintball league in the world by far. Saints just haven't found a way to put a win on the board in a game since that first event where they took second with the superstar roster, had the implosion. Those superstars scattered back to teams, and then now a bunch of divisional players trying to make their pro paintball dream a reality. They did pick up a couple more seasoned guys, though, at the last event.
Yeah.
To make the roster a little bit more stout, but just no answer for anything that Infamous is doing out here. These first 4 points in game number 2 for them.
Yeah, if there's one thing I would say to the Latin Saints, and obviously it's not easy to do, is I would say play a little bit more aggressively. You know, fight harder to get in the snake. If you lose your first guy, get in there with the second guy. Fight harder to get up the middle of the field, and just get out of those back bunkers and try not to win from those back spots, because on this field against teams that are better gunfighters than you are, understand the field better, you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Well, good field position yet again here for Infamous. Body at the 50-yard line on the snake with Patient. Callie Rudolph gets out behind him. Couple more bodies dropping. Thomas Taylor making moves in the center.
I think that's 5-0. Infamous looking really, really good here.
Even with the deep roster that Travis brought to this event, it is interesting that even up by 4, they've got a couple other guys, some spins out there, but knowing they need that mercy rule still, he's still putting what he feels is his starting lineup out there.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Cody Mikowski, yep, he got another spin. There's Ryan Hall out there. No Harrison Fry. He's here.
Coaching. He's coaching.
He's new coach for Los Angeles Infamous, Harrison Fry. Now he has an MCL strain, so going to be out for this one. We also
call that a hard boo-boo. A hard boo-boo.
There he is right there. New coach.
Coach Harrison.
Harrison Fry. Let's listen in real quick.
20 seconds.
Is Cody limping?
Harrison, he ran
I
straight
hope
off
not.
the side. So Callie, he was a Rambo off the break, but because he went off the side, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it is a deep roster, though. You see Nate Schrader coming back from a long shoulder injury he's been dealing with. Got Tim Russell back out there ready to go.
Level dropping the first attacker on the Dorito side and another on the Snake side. 3-on-5 advantage off the break for Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah, I think that's Cranmer and Schonauer taking the early walk. Damage has been so good. Probably the best we've seen with the off-the-break shots.
Yeah, Columbus should just concede this point. Unless they're worried about margin, unless they don't think they're going to win this match. But just over 3 minutes, down by 1 point, 3-on-5. Not much of a chance of winning this point. And Tampa being so good at grinding the clock and controlling the field. To you too.
Right now, so gonna be
smart,
just
yeah.
conceding the point. That's smart. Robbie Goldsmith has seen enough. He's gonna concede that point.
Smart concession. You don't want to do it, but you have to.
Still had bodies out there, just tough because, yeah, Tampa Bay is arguably the best at that moment. If they have numerical superiority and a lead, they're going to get into some good spots, and they're just going to zone up, and they're insanely good at that.
Yeah.
So the higher, even though it's frustrating, the higher percentage play is just concede them that point, go back to 5-on-5, save the time, and hope that your 5 will beat their 5 enough to tie it up here in regulation. We're in the pits again. There's new All-Star Danny Schonauer. We will again have that All-Star game. And Hormesis, Alex Frazier, and Oliver Lang putting up $5,000 for the MVP of the All-Star game. So quite the payday. Whoever shows up to
Yeah.
to show out.
That's
in
enough
the
to get you
All-Star
ahead
game.
of your friends.
Game on.
Saints, big bite, make it to the Dorito. Looks like they might have gotten in there alive, although the player is getting checked now. Infamous going down the snake. Looks like Jambros getting in there, fixing his hopper up a little bit.
You know, Jonah's gotten some spins over here, going back and forth with Patient for the most part. But Jonah's looked pretty decent in here.
Yeah, he looked inside to that one shot earlier, like his first rep, but other than that, I haven't seen any mistakes. Jonah's looking good. I haven't had any of his mom's cookies, so obviously that's disappointing. Jonah's outside rapping.
Coach Sean Salcedo. So now with the 5-point lead, Infamous finally getting some other guys some spins out here. Try to put this 6-point on the board, keep everybody fresh.
Yeah, it's again, it's a 5-on-3 here, so this point and because of the it being the 6-point is pretty much academic. Although Saints now sneak into that Dorito 4. If Infamous sleeps on him here, Saints can sneak a point out. Oh, he gets caught. Couldn't see who that was from the Saints, but someone was over there trying to get sneaky, but just gets caught going past the 50. Oh, Kerrigan's taking the walk over there too for the Saints. Saints down to just 2 players left alive, both over here in Snake Side, Snake Can and Snake Tower.
Yeah, a couple desperation runs here for the Saints. And that should do it here for Infamous. Looks like, I thought Jonah might have caught one. He's definitely got something on his loader, but I thought that was Rub.
Yeah.
And then it looked like he was going to walk back for a second. Kind of tricked everybody.
Yeah, Jonah's looking good in Snake Side for
Yeah,
Infamous.
Jonah looked
Zach
good.
is too, though, so that's good. They got 2 or 3 different weapons over here.
Yeah, Salcedo's had a couple spins. Pretty much everyone that just played for Infamous looked good. So that's helpful to be that deep. Paul's got a lot of spins. He was snowballing paint in that one. Cody's played every single point pretty much. Yeah, and again, no Harrison Fry. I mean, Harrison's literally on the sidelines hurt. So Impact, or not Impact, Impact's deep too. But Infamous is really deep.
So deep. Damage coming out up by 2.
30 seconds.
Infamous did exactly what they needed to do. So now, damage up by 2, slight lead here on level. The issue is time.
Well, and I also feel like we're asking ourselves the same question, and I think it's the same answer. I don't think level is playing bad. I just think damage is playing at the next
10
level good.
seconds.
And they're winning either every breakout or almost every breakout by a body or 2.
Yeah, damage is off the breaks. Shots is probably as dialed as anyone we've seen the entire morning. So just 3 minutes left to go. Oh, but now level answers back, and they get a kill of their own and take a bunch of ground on that D side, all the way into D5 very quickly, and then double stacking the wedges, and then immediately into the brick. Weber might have got picked off, though. He's asking for a check. I thought I saw something break off of him. See if it left any paint. No one in the snake yet for either squad. Oh, it's going to be, yeah, it looks like Weber's clean. 5-on-4 here in favor of level, and they have a ton of ground in the center on that D side. Next up, it should be Schoenauer to try to get into the snake. Here comes Lemon. Lemon going to try to get up to the 50. And it looks like he makes it clean. Another body comes off for damage. Not looking good here for Tampa Bay. Just 3 bodies left alive and no one on that D side. Trying to just burn clock. 2:10 left to go. Looks like level should get this one no problem.
Yeah.
Schoenauer finally dives into the snake. He's going to crawl rapidly to the 50-yard line and wrap around. And that is going to do it. So nice answer here for Columbus level to give themselves a chance. So that's why you make those smart play calls and concede those points and get back to 5-on-5.
Good,
Now,
solid coaching.
Yeah, because Rich, it's a 1-point spread. It's going to be 4-3 with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. We'll be in X-Ball, true X-Ball. We'll be in X-Ball here with 1 minute and, yeah, just not a ton of time for level. We just saw an incredibly quick point for them right now. So it's, let's see if they can summon the spirit twice in a row. But yeah, 2 minutes in between points. Infamous did exactly what they needed to do. If you just joined us, they lost via the mercy rule, couldn't put 1 point up against Columbus level. So they needed a mercy rule win against the Saints. Sure enough, that's exactly what they did as they shut out the Saints. So 1-1 on the day, even on the point spread. Also, our presenting sponsor, Bunker Kings. Got a deal for you. Go to bunkerkings.com. Free set of gloves, either the free Supreme or Fly gloves with a $30 purchase. Again, at bunkerkings.com. And then after the conclusion of this damage and level match, it's going to be Impact and DMG. Brother teams, both out of Capital Edge, where we just had our last event, Sacramento. And then Uprising, and we're going to see Red Legion for the first time. And saw them yesterday. They have their stellar starting lineup here. 2 8th place finishes for them, only been at 2 events. And Uprising has made 2 Sundays as well. So interesting that they will be playing each other as they are close in rankings. Again, both have made 2 Sundays. Still have to give the favorites, though, to Legion, but Uprising loves to beat top teams, man, sometimes, and they have looked pretty good. Again, getting a little bit better this year. These past couple events, making some Sundays. So we will see. And after that, we'll have a lunch break and then jump into the afternoon brackets.
Can't wait.
Damage. A little timeout here, so we'll have another minute. Looks like, I think Level called that timeout. So Level's sending out Weber. Looks like Markowski's going to get a spin as they need speed. Lemon, Askren, and don't see the 5th body out there quite yet. Look for either Silberg or Danny. Looks like it's going to be Sam Silberg. He's got wheels. So there's Columbus Level here on your screen. Get 48 seconds to go. Tampa Bay Damage has the Edwards brothers, Chad Bougere, Smith, and Keith Brown to try to hold it down. Get their first win on the board. Game number 1 for them. Level already with a win, trying to go undefeated here in day 1 at the Windy City Major, presented by Bunker Kings. So yeah, it's good to see Carl Markowski finally getting some spins out here with Columbus Level.
Yeah, I think we've both been waiting for that for quite a while.
I had some family medical stuff needed to get taken care of, so wasn't able to commit, even though he very much wants to, be a part of this really great emerging paintball story, man. Level, if they can keep that team together, I mean, they got a chance. They really do.
Oh, for sure.
I'll see if they can get by Tampa Bay, though. Still some work to do for Level to even to tie it up. They do shoot another body on the break, and it's Chad Bougere taking the early walk, and Level not able to put, or Damage not able to put a ball here on anyone for Level. 5-4, 5 on 4. Minute and 30 left to go.
Good release up the center there for Level.
Yeah, Level eventually needs to get something going here, Snake side.
4 on 5 advantage here. As
Yeah.
Level again attacks Dorito side.
Yeah, it's not quite full send moment yet.
1 point.
But we're getting there, right?
Yeah, close game, 1 minute left.
Markowski sneaks into the Snake.
Yeah, Damage is just so good, though, about getting to the back line and locking down. They do lose a body, though, so only 3 left alive.
Yeah, great job by Carl to get in the Snake at the right time, just as they lose. We're going to be getting another. I think he just wrapped around. Might have got a kill on Smith, but no, then Markowski gets shot out of that spot. Thought he got a shot on Smith. Another body comes off.
Level just full.
Yeah, Level. Yeah. They stacked up and they had some guys ready to make moves. They still have a body left alive on that D side. They get a shot on Smith. Keith Brown still alive. Oh, man.
1-on-1.
Might have come down to a 1-on-1.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 in favor of Level.
30 seconds, though.
Referee
Keith Brown.
checking out one of the players here for Level. If he's hit, might be a penalty. Keith Brown trying to be the safety valve right now. Player for Level's clean. Silberg. 22 seconds left. Silberg launches. Oh, Keith Brown's about to get shot, and they're going to, I mean, that was pretty close to a penalty. Major penalty going to be assessed here on Tampa Bay. That's going to stop the time, award the point to Columbus Level.
And they're going to start down bodies,
and
too,
they're
right?
going to start down bodies. We see was the last. So it should be 13 seconds left. 3-on-5 situation here in favor of Level with a tie game.
Yeah, at least it'll be a tie game, so Damage, it won't really hurt them as long as they don't lose 2 bodies on the break.
Well, that's the, yeah, I mean, that's the question is, can Level finish off a 5-on-3 in 13 seconds?
Right.
And we haven't really seen any blazing fast points quite yet. That's just a tough situation for Keith. Did spin a little bit too much there to try to get the trade. Well, let's see if we have a replay of that.
Hey, listen. We have 13 seconds.
5-on-3, 13 seconds. So as long as they don't get any penalties, they'll probably be okay.
So let's get a look. So let's see. Okay, there's the break. So there's maybe 1, 2. Can't see if that first one hit. That one definitely breaks off of him. And then he still
shoots him.
Yeah, I mean, that's a textbook penalty right there. Unfortunately, we love Keith Brown, but you're going to draw a major when you do that.
He's like, come on. Good shot of level pit there.
We have 1 minute on me.
Coach is giving last-minute instructions.
Matt, on me.
Yeah, I don't see Robbie here. I think is that Tyler that's taken over the coaching reins? I think so. Robbie Goldsmith has been the coach for Level during their pro careers. He's not, and as we got to look in the pits.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I think that's Tyler Dobiak, who has decided to pick up the clipboard with Robbie not here. I know Robbie's got a lot of business stuff going on.
Someone's got to do it.
Started a new whiskey company, and
he's not advertising on Go Sports?
He might be.
I find that hard to believe.
It's
You let me get a hold of Robbie.
It's coming.
Jeez. Yeah, if you have a company out there and you're a paintball patron, let us know.
It helps us out, man. We're trying to do all we can to bring you the best show possible, but it helps to have friends that believe in the same cause that we all believe in, and that's the game of paintball. So
that's how we do what we do.
Tough situation here for Tampa Bay. Going to be 3 bodies.
I don't think it's going to hurt them.
As long as they can fight through these 13 seconds, they should be fine. But
they'll
definitely making it very dramatic.
Yeah, they'll be able to make their spots and hold them for 13 seconds, I think. And Level won't want to fly up the field and make a mistake and get a penalty.
Yeah, so I just, okay, so yes, Robbie, he's working. He's clocking in right now. He's on tour with his brand new whiskey company, which I'm spacing on the name. So, Robbie, if you would like to text me, and we'll give you a little bit of free advertising here.
First one's free, Robbie. First one's free.
I am still waiting for my bottle, so I can't.
You haven't got a bottle?
I have not yet. I do like me some whiskey. I have.
Yeah, the bottles are beautiful. The case was amazing.
They look great. I hear they taste delicious.
I don't even drink, so I just like, I don't know what to do.
I haven't had any yet.
Yeah, he sent me a couple cases.
Oh, you're so lucky man.
It smelled good.
All right, here we go. Tampa Bay. Can they get out alive? That's the question. If they can get 3 bodies out alive, and they do. Chad with his wheels makes it out. Keith out there as well too. Then I just got to hold on because here comes the push up the center of the
5.
field. Well, now
3.
Level needs to be careful not to get a penalty themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
So that is going to do it. No flags. So we're going to our very first overtime.
Well, there goes the schedule, Matt.
Sounds like you're getting hungry. Are you hangry, Rich?
I am actually actively working on our lunch order.
So tied 4-4, heading to overtime. Question a little bit more on Damage's side is who is Joey going to send out? Who does he feel his 5 best guys right now? Or which line is his best line?
Right.
Because he definitely... Let's listen in real quick.
Don't try to be extra. It is what it is. Do your fucking job. Don't do more.
Just do your job, don't do more. That's a great line from a coach because that's really all you're looking for your players to do is just go out and do your job. We can build on that.
Yeah, I mean, these are veterans that have won championships before. Very calm.
Very cool, very collective.
Yeah. It's like they're suiting up Keith, sending out Chad. Edwards most likely. Yeah, there goes Jacob and Jason. And Smith.
It's a powerful line. Like the way Smith's been getting in the snake. Obviously, like the way Keith's been getting the snake. Jason Jacobs super active there in the back.
And on the flip side, for Level, they're sending out Weber and Schonar. Can't see who's tying his shoes. Silberg, Lemon, and Politi getting a spin. No, I'm sorry, Askren. I thought Politi was getting a spin again. I'm like, that guy's too big to be Politi. So that is the starting lineup. You always know in overtime who the team thinks is playing the best.
Let's see if Level can survive this breakout, Matty.
Oh, man, overtime very often does come down to the breakout, and these breakouts have been a little bit of a bloodbath here on this layout. Looks like Level's going to be first to go. Silberg, 5-on-5 break, Rich, and Silberg pushing that issue early on the D side, gets to D5, and then right to the 50.
I like the way he's been aggressively pushing up that D side. Level has been beating Damage up that D side consistently. They've kind of been going back and forth over here snake side, but in my opinion, Level's been doing more damage on the Jareel side.
I just like how fearless that Level plays the game. They really play like they don't have anything to lose. It's really fun to watch. Silberg's been going off on the D side. They're You know, they'll risk bodies when they need to. They keep their twos very close to their first attackers. That second attacker, ideally you want to keep them close enough so they can pick up the attack if the one dies, or leapfrog them, and they're doing it right now. So Lemon has made it all the way up to the brick. He's right by Silberg.
And you can see that they understand how the field is played and how they have to play off of the people in front of him and next to him, because, like you said, Silberg makes the move, then he comes inside to watch the gap.
Now, they haven't shot anybody yet, and Damage is holding strong, and Damage is really good at this. So sometimes they'll sucker these younger teams in to making mistakes. They'll kind of, I wouldn't say let you take those front spots. They're going to try to shoot you, but now is the real work. The real work starts for Level as they've made it to these 50s, but where do you go from there?
Yeah, Damage is a really good counterpunch team, right? They can sit in these back spots, make a couple good decisions, win a couple gunfights. And
it doesn't really look like they're feeling too much pressure. I mean, on your screen you could see Tampa Bay, and a lot of those guys are not being super tucked into their spots. Oh, and they do get a kill, so things are starting to work towards Tampa Bay.
That Dorito one almost got his head blown off. So 5-on-4 advantage here for Tampa Bay.
Where's the fifth body for Damage? We have D1, the can, back center, and
I don't know what the fifth one is. Sorry.
Dude, we might have lost a body.
We could have.
It might be 4-on-4. Time ticking off the clock. Down to 3 minutes, 2 seconds left. No one in the snake. I'd like to get an angle here. We'll see our eye in the sky. Yeah, I don't see anyone in the snake for either squad.
Yes,
I think it's 4-on-4.
It's the snake cam. So it's both cans back center. Dorito one in the
Oh yeah, there's 5 on the screen right there. Yeah, so 5-on-4 in favor of Tampa Bay.
Thank you in the booth.
It's a nice. Well, we got a glorious
great shot,
sky
right?
shot. Yeah.
Might as well use it to help our old commentators count the bodies. Half the time in this point has been ticked off. 1 body advantage for Tampa Bay with their 5 bodies across the back. Tampa Bay is just so confident that they're going to win these gunfights and make better decisions that they can just sit back here, relax, and be calm. Allow Level to take all the spots and still just shoot them out of there.
Well, they have been really good at this, right? Historically, Tampa Bay in these situations.
100%. Them in Impact, this is the kind of paintball they would like to play.
Some of the best gunfighters in the game really have prevailed in enough of these instances over the years for us to talk about how good they are in moments like this, even if a more aggressive team will get into some good spots.
Well, and we've seen Level get to the 50, but we haven't seen them cross that 50 yet, and they really need to start crossing that 50 if they want to start putting more pressure on the cans in the back center, those 3 spots in the little triangle.
Danny does make it into the snake. Danny Schonar going to be playing in the All-Star game representing Columbus Level. Shooting down the sideline. No one to shoot at there, though.
Danny's got a strong
minute
game.
35 seconds left.
Danny right to the 50. See if he can produce a kill out of here. Level's been able to get to the spots, but has not been able to produce any kills yet. Oh, Keith Brown taking the walk.
Huge kill. Silber gets past the 50 on the D side, gets the crossfield shot. Now Danny putting the pressure in on that first Dorito.
This would be a big win for Level, Matty.
Yeah, Level's also going to get across the 50. They let Smith fill out. No, they don't. Danny does take the walk, though, for Level as it's getting chaotic. Body dropping. It's Chad Bouger. And then there goes Edwards, runs to his death.
Oh, he's lucky to get a penalty.
So I think they did enough here as there's still 2 bodies left, and I think everyone on Damage is dead. And yes, Columbus Level is going to be taking the victory here in overtime as soon as they figure out there's no one left alive to shoot.
You better call somebody.
Little signature celebration there for Silberg. Great performance. Askren going to join him there at the box.
Askren's playing well, too.
Yeah, their starting 5 is getting legit. Sam Silberg, an outstanding game yet again, man. Really running for potential MVP of this event if Level can keep it up.
Wow, way to come back, too, right?
Yeah.
They played so well their first match. They started taking it in this match. It looked like it was going to be all the other guys, and then little by little they battle their way back.
So that is going to do it here. Congratulations. Level goes undefeated, completely destroying Infamous with the Mercy Roll win and then stealing one from Damage in overtime. Infamous, though, got a Mercy Roll win on the Saints, so they're going to be 1-1. One more set to go here in the morning brackets. Edmonton Impact taking on DMG, and Uprising and Legion taking the field for the first time here at the 2022 NXL Windy City Major, presented by Bunker Kings. I'm Matty Marshall and Rich Telford here on Go Sports. We'll be back.